and Wednesday nights mean the Artistry Collective night. Do it just a little bit here. Oh goodness, nothing seems to be working today. How about you? Have you had one of those days? We just got to get over the hump day, right? Oh, welcome in, friends. How are you? How has your week been? Like I said, this is the Artistry Collective. I am Leah with Make All the Things With Me, and before me was Shauna from Fraps and Scraps, and after me is Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. Christy brought us all together, and we are the Artistry Collective. Hey, Shauna! Boy, you come on really, really fast. I have no idea. I had no idea what I wanted to make tonight, what I was going to make tonight. Ooh. About half an hour ago, I came up here, like I kind of thought about it. I knew what I had, and I'm like, all right, last live Christmas project on YouTube. Hey, Marina Natrol, how are you, my friend? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, like I was saying, I guess this is probably going to be my last Christmas live. Right, our last ditch effort. Use what I don't have. I think I got this last year. I'm going to be using some Couture. Couture is having a huge sale right now, 80% off of some of their best sellers. So definitely go check out the site. The link to my Couture shop is in the description. Go check it out. No discount code needed, anything like that. Just go shop, go over to the sales section, and most of them are like under $5. And then it's $5 shipping, which is amazing because usually the shipping is outrageous. So if you're going to stock up, this is a really good time. And there's also a new release for the winter time, which is absolutely gorgeous. I have a few things on my wish list, but I'm not going to buy yet. I'm not going to buy because I need to use what I have. So I have this Merry Christmas transfer. Couture calls these transfers. They are stencils with a sticky back, and they work. Oh my goodness. So Shauna, that was my daughter that broke through. I don't know what happens on the other end when somebody breaks through, but she's on my emergency list, and so I have my other device here, so I'm just going to text her and make sure she's okay. So I was just telling Shauna, oh, you could do this, you could do that, and I didn't even think to do that. Usually I tell them right before I go live, I'm going live, but it's been that kind of a day. All right, so good thing I have another device. Well, hello, Surinder Singh. Welcome in. Okay, so I have this not quite 12-inch round from the Crafter Square section at Dollar Tree, $1.25. You cannot go wrong. Hey, Christy, how are you, my friend? All right, I said, I'm live. Are you okay? She's like, oh, okay. I hope she's okay. Yeah, she's okay. She would have said. She could message me. All right, so how was your day? Oh my goodness. I am off tomorrow, and I have never been happier to have a day off. I don't know, it just seems like there's this big rush at the end of the year. So if you don't know, I'm a dental assistant. And the end of the year, things get a little crazy because people want to use up their insurance, by the end of the year. everyone's got a toothache that, you know, it's been bothering them for a while, and they have to get it fixed now because their insurance ends in a month or in 2 weeks. Hello, Defa. How are you? Welcome, friend. All right, so I'm going to try to make this a little bit rustic. So I'm going to use Home Decor Wood Tint in Walnut, and it's very, very, very dark. I'm going to mix it up a little bit because it's very watery. All right. Thank you. Nunna Troll is hard at work. She is the queen troll. Don't mess with her, friends. All right. So this is what it looks like. This is walnut. It is really, really dark, and it's really perfect for farmhouse, rustic, or even primitive. You've got me shared. Thank you, my friend. I didn't even do that for myself. I'm just going with it tonight. So I'm using a brush. Sometimes I use a wipe. Sometimes I use those terry cloth sponges. You see how dark it is? And it's a quick drying stain. It's not like your regular stain that you get at the store. Hey, Regina, I'm well. Hey, I'm here. I'm crafting. I made it here tonight. I guess it's good then, right? Today was just, I don't know. It's just, they've all been weird days. I'm not even going to say it was today. I don't know. Just super busy. Super busy. Running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. I tripped. Then I'm eating dinner. I go to get up. I didn't see my dog that was right underneath my feet. I tripped over her, go flying across the kitchen. My husband's like, what the heck? He's like, what is going on? How did you fall? And I'm like, I tripped over the dog. And she is always, always like right under my feet. She is like my shadow. But she blended into the floor and I didn't even see her. You're from Indonesia? Well, welcome, Defa. I am from the United States. I am in New York. So welcome, friend. Thank you for being here. Do you craft? You ever have one of those times, I have them a lot, where you don't know what to make, right? Nothing was calling to me. Yes, thank you. Please stay. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps YouTube to recognize us, helps us grow. I am working on monetization. I'm about halfway there. I make mostly reels, and I go live every Wednesday night with my friends, the Artistry Collective, and that's Props and Scraps and Christy's Crafty Cottage. And I'm working on some long form videos. So, you know, subscribe so you can be a part of it. And we have some fun collabs coming up. And we so appreciate you being here and your support. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I used to like a really light stain, but now I'm digging the dark stain. So give this a dry with my dryer. So how was your day? How's your week so far? Can you believe we are 1 week away from Christmas? So next week, we're not going to go live on Christmas Day. We're working on going live on a different day. We will let you know. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll leave messages on our community tabs. And we will let you know what we're doing next week. Or we may just take the week off, because sometimes we do that. How pretty that is. And it dries really, really quick. And now I'm going to go over it with another coat of Home Decor chalk paint in Tuscan Red. Here it is. And I'm going to give it a little shake. Beautiful red color, beautiful farmhouse country color. So deep and rich. And putting that dark stain underneath just makes it deeper and richer. Even on its own, without nothing underneath it, it is still a beautiful color. And I might even do a couple coats. Let's see what it looks like after I dry it. So, tell me about Christmas. Do you celebrate? Do you exchange gifts? I don't really exchange gifts with friends anymore. I ask for time, a lunch here and there, a dinner here and there. Don't really exchange with my parents. Nothing that we need that they need. We just spend our Christmas together. My to-buy list is very small to make it stress-free. My big thing is time, spending time together. Time, I think, is the absolute most valuable, precious thing that there is, and it's the best gift I think you can give somebody. Deep and dark it is. So beautiful. So I'm sure if I ever have grandchildren, that'll be all out the window and I'll be spoiled and rotten. But for now, no littles. Oh, I love how this looks. Agree, right, Marie? I think, like, it's just out of control with the gifts. It's a lot. And it's so stressful. It doesn't even make it enjoyable. For me. There's others that absolutely love that. But for me, I always ask for time. I have one friend and we agreed once a month we have to meet You have grandbabies, so much to do and buy. Yes. No, I know. If I had grandbabies, I'd be singing a whole different tune. Now, I'm going to be stenciling on this, so I absolutely need it to be dry. Oh, did you have the other grandbaby yet? Did your stepson have their baby? You have a newborn grandson. Yay! When was he born? And what's his name? You don't have to type it. You can tell me later. But congratulations. Babies are exciting. Babies are hope. All right. I need my wax. And where did I put my wax? Okay. All right, first things first. A little bit extra paint got into my little container here. So I'm going to pour some back. So I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to finish this project before my hour's up, and I do have another one planned. And I'm thinking I might use this. All right, let's get out my sander and let's distress this. It is a great color. Look how gorgeous that is. All right, I'm just going to go around the edges. And I've done this color where I have used the Valspar antiquing glaze, and it looks just like this too. So I had, a couple weeks ago, I cut out some little wood pieces in the shape of Christmas bulbs. So I'm thinking I might put those on here. I think I need new sandpaper. Here we go. That is so much fun. Oh my goodness. Before you know it, your whole house is going to be, when they're all running around, and that's what makes it fun. At Thanksgiving, we were sitting around the table, and my dad's like, feels like the table's getting smaller and smaller, even though everybody's bigger and bigger. Everybody's grown. It's just more quiet. It's so much more fun when there's a whole bunch of kids around. Right? Those days we used to think, you know, oh my gosh, it's so much, it's so loud, they're out of control. But those were good days. I think that is my advice to people, right? Just live in the moment. Just live in the moment. Enjoy the moments, right? But you don't know those things when you're going through them. It's just like the story with, during Shauna's live, she said her granddaughter got happy with some, was it paint or a marker? And she got all artsy and painted everything orange. And I was like, my daughter did that once. While I was taking a shower, she got into my ink pads. And so Stampin' Up! Used to have these tattoo inks. See what I'm going for? That distress look. They used to have these tattoo inks that they were washable. So while I was taking a shower, she got into the ink pad all over her face. She looked like a Smurf. And I had an appointment. And I didn't have time. I tried to get the blue off her face, but it would not, she needed a bath and I couldn't do it and I didn't have the time. And so out we went, my daughter with the blue face and blue hands and blue everything. And, you know, I was saying I was like embarrassed, you know, because people judge sometimes. But if it was the me now talking to the me then, right? Blue. You know, I'd be like, who cares, right? Who cares? Whose kid hasn't gotten into paint? Whose kid didn't paint their whole bodies or cut their hair really short or do whatever? Like, in the whole scheme of things, does it matter? No. But I'm sure that whatever it is, it probably won't come off easily. And it'll probably might be expensive if she has to paint everything all over again if it doesn't wash off. Okay, so here's the round. Here's what it looks like. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So here is the stencil. Couture calls it a transfer. It washes eventually. It does. It does. It's like, do you remember those sticky things that they would come in the gumball machine, and like you like do like this, and the end like had like a little man that would stick to the wall. Those things were so greasy. My kids got one and it left their hand and it stuck up high on the wall. And it stayed there forever because I couldn't reach it because it's like, it's not, you know, it's like the really big, tall ceiling. And years later when we went to paint, finally I got that thing off. I mean, it had dust on it, everything, because I could never get it. And the paint wouldn't go over it because it was greasy and we had to like prime it and sand it and use that Goo Gone. It was a big thing to remove that sticky mess. The same thing with that spray, that spray confetti stuff. Silly string. Oh. And this is called Vintage Merry Christmas. And like I said, I'm not sure if this one is on sale, but they have a whole bunch of them that are on sale. And I have never used this, so what you want to do with the brand new stencils, we want to fuzz it. But first, I'm going to take some wax. This is Bare Wax Decorative Finish, right? It'll last you a long time. It's clear. These waxes do come in different colors. A lot of people use them to distress their pieces. And so you just put some on a rag. And Couture does have these little sponges that you can use, these little applicator sponges, but you just put a really light coat on here. And what this does is it protects the paint from peeling, and it protects the transfer from getting ruined and ruining the mesh. So it is a mesh. It's like silk screen, and it has a sticky back. And I'm just just rubbing this in all over here. And it does give it a really nice finish. All right, so when you get a new transfer, what you want to do is fuzz it, which means take some of the stick away, because it's very, very sticky and it will peel the paint off your surface. So you just do it a couple times right on here. This is adhesive. And the nice thing about this over the other stencils is you don't have to worry about it moving, because it's sticky. It's an adhesive. All right, so I'm just going to put this over here where I want it. And just push it down with your fingers. I don't know, now I wasn't going to do the whole thing. I was just going to do the Merry Christmas part. No, I think I'm still going to stick to my plan. All right, so it's down. And now you take the chalk paste. So while Shauna was live and I was getting ready for mine, this was kind of dry. I haven't used it in a while, so I stirred it and mixed it, and I added water, and I added distilled water. If you use tap water, there could be bacteria or minerals that could like make this go bad and have yucky stuff growing in it. So I just stirred it up like this, and it's kind of the consistency yogurt, right? Like this. That's how you want it. You don't want it really dry. You don't want it really runny, because then it can bleed, and bleeding does happen. And you take a squeegee. I have a brand new one here because my other ones are dirty. And you just scoop some up like this. And then you just swipe it across your board, right over the image. Take the excess, put it back in the jar, and then the best part, and the most stressful part, the peel and the reveal. And it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And those white parts in there, that's the silk screen. The silk screen mesh. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to show you how to clean it in just a minute. I'm going to be really good this year to clean as I go. I actually cleaned up my craft space the other day. On Saturday, I was in an event, and while I was watching everyone, I was cleaning my space. So I was going to make a card tonight, but it makes too much of a mess. And so my New Year's resolution is going to be to clean up after my crafting sessions, because I've been so bad about that, and that's when the mess gets overwhelming. So last year it was like spend less, use what I have, and look at how beautiful that is. How gorgeous is that? All right, so that's good. Let me cover this up so it doesn't dry out. let me put this to the side. Let's clean this off before it gets too sticky. So what I do is I take a water wipe and just wipe off, and I don't, oh, I do have one, here it is, okay. And I just wipe off the front and the back. And if you do this right away, it makes life so much easier. Flip it over to the other side, wipe on the other side. Get most of the paint off. Okay, and then we have the Couture version of a magic eraser. It's the magic eraser without all the chemicals. So I'm just gonna get it wet, and then by doing this, you can use this, the company says up to 12 times, but I know of people that have used it way more than that. And what you want to do is get all the paint out of the silk screen mesh part. All clean, all better. And then I can actually just dry this off a little bit. I'll flip it over and I'll wipe off the other side. I'll put it right back on its backer sheet, put it back in the case, and I am one step. Hey, Levon. So now Couture makes the back side yellow and the front side white. Used to be, it was really hard to tell. So you used to have to mark it. It was a little bit of a guessing game. And then you just put it right back on the backer sheet. Put it right back in the case. And yay. So about a month ago, I was cleaning off transfers that were months old. That I had used like months ago, and it can be done. It's a lot harder, but it can be done. All right, so now what do I want to do with this? Should I use those light bulbs? Might as well, right? I put them out, and if they don't look good, I won't use them. All right, so let me grab something to paint on. There we go. All right, and so I grabbed some light bulb colors, which I don't know if it'll go with the whole vintage vibe, but let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make these look vintagey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 4 colors. So I have lipstick red, brilliant ultramarine, medium yellow, and fern. Oh, These are good lights. Not very vintagey, but these are beautiful primary colors. Look at that. Love it. So they are kind of bright for this. And I think what I'm going to do is use the Valspar Antiquing Glaze over them. Okay. And I'm not really sure if they'll go. I definitely didn't want to do a bow. I wasn't feeling a bow tonight. Ah. Is that all I have? Ah, I do have one more. We do 2 colors of each. And all right. You saw a video of someone making your finger bow, and whoa, but they use their toes. Their toes? Oh, you should have sent me that video. Their toes. Their toes. Hello, Bulletproof. Welcome, friend. I need to see that video, Shauna. I need to see that video. I've seen people use their feet. I've seen people use their legs. Okay, so when it comes to Christmas lights, are you colored? Are you team colored, or are you team white? Or one year I did purple lights, only purple lights. I like them both mixed. It depends. Depends how I'm feeling that Christmas. Right now I have colored lights, but I do have it was more their feet really. Oh, okay. I have colored lights because I do have a 4-foot tree because I have a naughty kitty. And there's colored lights on it. And I don't know if you remember, but I was telling the story the other day. Something happened, so only half the lights light. And I just haven't felt like changing the lights because when I set up the tree, naughty kitty, oh, she was having fun. Gold and white lights. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. The theme for my tree is unbreakable ornaments. They're mostly plushies. Here it is. They're mostly plushies. This one was on the tree, but see what happened? She got to it, so it doesn't hook. But I have mostly plushies on there because of the naughty kitty. Blue and white lights outside. Oh, I like that. Do you all know what she's making? Oh, Josie, hey, yes. So I use Couture. I use this stencil right here. Oh, put it in backwards so you can't see. This is called Vintage Merry Christmas. So I use this stencil on a Dollar Tree round. Do I have it straight? I didn't even do it straight. Oh, we're gonna have to adjust that. Right here. This is the color Dune, and this is Tuscan red over wood tint. This is walnut wood tint. And now I am painting and distressing the little light bulbs. Did she like the other lights? I don't know. She goes after the ornaments. I've just been lazy to change the lights. And like I said, right now, Couture is having a huge sale, 80% off of select transfers, stencils. Definitely go check out the special section. And $5 shipping, which you cannot beat that. I don't think there's a minimum requirement for the $5 shipping, but shipping can get really expensive. And you know, these transfers are not cheap. They're a little bit on the high side, but you can get multiple uses out of them. And the designs are just beautiful. And the sticky of the transfers, I always forget how much I love them. $50 for $5 shipping. Thank you. So wait, are you sure? All right, so spend $50 for the $5 shipping. Still, that's a great deal. And if you stock up, a lot of those transfers that are 80% off, or a lot of them are under $5, which is a great deal. Let's get this out of the way here. Okay. And where is, I cleaned up my space and now I don't know where anything is. Okay. probably right in front of me. Where are you? Oh, behind my iPad. So these are the sponges that I was talking about. I get these. I'm having a connection problem. I don't know why. All my bars are up. Okay, here we go. All right. So I just dip in. I offload a little bit. You can see. And then you just wipe it right on. So I just want to show you before, after, before, after, before, and after. And you can use a lot, you can use a little, whatever your tastes are. Whatever the look is that you're going for. Such a difference, right? I keep it in a plastic bag. It keeps it fresh so it doesn't dry out. Now, where's that board? So, I was not thinking, I'm going to dry these a little bit. Put this to the side. I will save this for the next project. So here are the two little holes that came with it. So as you can see, it's crooked. So I am probably going to have to use these to cover it up, to cover up my mistake. I think it looks good. What do you think if I put these on here? Right? The lights are okay. I don't need a bow, right? Greenery, maybe some greenery. We'll see. I am going to use twine. All right, so let's see how I want these. Should I commit? Okay, let's do this. Who would have thought that it would be so complicated? Do I want them all different? Which way? All right, let's see. Maybe some Mod Podge and drawing this out would be good. Oh my gosh, this is taking me, it's going to take me just as long as it does when I make bows. All right, let's see. Anybody else overthink their projects? Okay. So don't forget that it is Wednesday night. It is our Artistry Collective night, which means 3 of us go live. Shauna from Fraps and Scraps at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and my name is Leah from Make All the Things with Me. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage goes live on her channel, and she is our hostess. And you can find the links to their channels in my description box. All you have to do is click more, and there'll be a drop down, and the links to their channels is right there. Fraps and Scraps and Christy's Crafty Cottage. And you can join us every Wednesday night. And we don't usually have themes. And we all do something a little bit different. And now this is turning into all curly. Wire. Friends, not so chatty tonight. But if I don't say so myself, I think this is pretty vintagey, even with those lights. And then this is what I took off of this piece. Turn it over. And you can make a hanger. Make sure I don't make the mistake again. So I take a piece of fabric, piece of ribbon, and put it right over the backing for my hanger. Usually this does the trick. Don't usually have any problems with this falling. This is an indoor one. If it was outdoor, I would do it a lot different. Maybe use some permanent glue. And once it dries, I trim it up. So that's what the back looks like. And this is the front. And that is it, my friends. So we are done for the night. Thank you so much for joining me. Know, friends, that you matter and you are not alone. And I'm hoping we'll see you next week. But if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage is coming up any minute. So let's go on over to her channel. All right, good night, everyone. Thank you again for being here. Good night for now.